Spider-Man is incapacitated, they would assign an action token to themselves, since this is the duplicitous one who plays both sides of the field. Great Arnold Benedict's broken leg! Aha! You've been incapacitated! Oh, dear goodness. I'm sorry you had to hear that. It also says to mark the opposing character. This could recollect which character is traced, though for the purposes of prestidigitation or flamboyant showmanship, I'm going to use this coin. This found idly. This is it's in Spanish. This is a peso. A peso. Circa 2008. This is going to be used as the spider train. Spider train. That's what happens when you try to make it with pesos. Cable doesn't seem to find anyone new, and therefore, where on earth is Wolverine? Whatever did happen to Robot Jones? Making a ranged combat attack on Spider-Man doesn't like hypersonic on you, and you have penetrating psychic blast dislikes that even less. But at least if you penetrate somebody, you will not be able to then hypersonic away if you don't have hypersonic, and everyone else can decimate you. This is outwitting your hypersonic, and this has probability control. That might help to negate being destroyed, obliterated, from becoming the revolting slob, is essentially what this is attempting to avert. And found Ares here, and is now based with Spider-Man. It's Spider-Man! Wolverine has sidestep now. Spider-Man will now make the move action portion of the hypersonic. That action, moving 7 here. There are 2 objects. This is a heavy object, this is another heavy object, and is also a car. If that is not the cover that this prefers for this. Ares demands that all action tokens be blood red. Taste the ephemeral spark of the divine by blood to red car transmission looking battlefield blood material refined from the earth by the power and discipline of the mind and moved to a position accumulating upon the surfaces of or saturating throughout the interior volumes of other materials for cosmetic purpose. Mesospheres. Be somebody! I'm about to stab you now. Time for Ares to use exploit weakness blades claws fangs on Wolverine. This hit you with 2 more than was required. Though not certain that 2 more inherently means that the effectiveness of hitting you is somehow represented by how much greater than 18 the roll was. If it were, it would be quite amenable. Ostentatious, that's not it. Auspicious! Ten on your 19. 8. That's 8. That's 18. That misses by 1. Oh, how unfortunate. That hits 17. Wolverine's defense is Kitana is a greater threat to Cable than anyone else. Perhaps Cable should probably do something about that. Then would not be able to TK. This intends to TK Ares away if Spider-Man will pick up this car. Oh, that's 7 here. The car will be right there. On Kitana's defense, does Kitana have any super senses or shape change? No. 4. Does that hit anything? 11 plus 4 is 15. Now Kitana has 17. That misses. The car is decimated.
What? How did I miss him? I shot him point blank!
Katana is wild as all eastern seaboard of Japan. During the cartoon that this the specific subtext of volatile reality entertainment information referred to as the Justice League, she deflected bullets, presumably of the variety of homogeneous solids consisting of a recurring series of 4-dimensional molecular or molecular scale pattern fractal type finger-like artifact reinforced niobium, chromium, death-rin, cinder-derived tartrate carbon composites, or crucible lustrous steel, or some other metal or metal alloy, likely lead. Lead bullets with the same speed, lethality, and rate of fire as automatic weapons fired from 3 separate automatic weapons wielded by 3 different people, spread across a lateral plane, about a lateral plane, some further away from Kitana than others, but approximately perhaps a meter or a meter 0.3692 meters from one another, and 1.392 meters, and then still blocking the bullets with a sword, and then and kills them all, or this Katana incapacitated 2 people with a single kick, then knocked out the Amazon Queen with a pipe. This guy. But the pain still grows. No stranger to you and me. Do 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 do. I can hear you calling from across the night. He requested that this be played at his funeral. Who, Wolverine? Who do you think? I would come running from anywhere if you called from down the stairs. Upon further inspection, Kitana is in danger. She's extraordinarily adroit and exhibits exemplary alacrity, though could use some help, seeing as that she is in conflict against a Spider-Man, a Cold Cast, a Cable, the Cape Fios, fine, and the God of War. Oh, what? That can't be good. Are you drunk? It was Zenitsi. What did you expect me to do? Not become plastered before a war? It's the best time to be plastered, if you ask me. When you're invincible. Quiet, Cable. Cable. My penetrating powers will now use my 11 on your defense. If the knockback on this causes you to fall off and die... No, that's a knockback. He's not a giant. This gets to knock you back. I am the God of War. Tremble before my 2 damage. That might be enough. It's penetrating. Last time on redundant low fidelity to the way that this suspects some, if not most, if you would like to bring in the Heinvelhammer's normative social influence of heroclix playing amidst the general population, this happened. Off. Beep. Get the off me, nigger gangster. Dear goodness, what on earth has happened here? This has outwit and probability control that this can't use because they're all on a higher elevation. He slapped me off the side of the building. Your number 1 player pick from Lake Minnetonka, you bought Dennis Frogman, a nigger gangster. Deadpool, Spider-Man, Kitana, and Cable. Cobble? What is this cobble you're talking about? What is this? This is the Mohawk of Eternity! You people are high. But you're cool, right? Ares' team's turn. Checking their zones. Yeah, don't make me whip my boob out. That's what Alright. Spider-Man. Cold Cast will sidestep for free. And then Dire Straits is going to push in order to TK Ares 5 to this exit over here. Look, it's going to come in here. Then he's going to kick my ass. Because I'm from Boston. Or from Brooklyn. Or from the intermediary Antilles. What up? It hits 21. That's a god shot. With a I shot you with a gun that's the size of a car. Still all those lemon meringue pies. Does the Bloodlower demand sacrifice? What? It's a reference to Predator Concrete Jungle? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh. There can be miracles when you believe, is frail. It's hard to kill, then why is it frail? What is this? Coldcast and Cable were arguing one day about what they were going to play at their funeral, and they sort of settled on this. Enough. You dared mock the god of war. Critical hit! And now that's even more damage than it would have been regardless. That was 3 damage. Now it's 4 damage and knockback. Only this could... This would be the second time this game a pimp smacking would be necessary or would come to pass. When will you learn, mortal? 2 damage, you have toughness. Now he has energy shield deflection. Gets knocked 2 back. Was it too much? Was it too... Now, mother pooper, that was a gift from Rodney Dangerfield. The mother pooper gave it to me after Herman Monsko clotheslined the poop out of him as he was sharpening that Oscar. Did somebody pimp slap me? You should have seen it. He turned you into a pair of numb acorns. He was there, Deadpool. Tony Cable no longer has that power without wit. As a result of the Dennis Frogman-esque boop slap. It's 15, hits 15, that does not hit Ares. Deadpool, do something! That hits Sarzi, and Sarzi shall now roll impervious. Gets it. Monster. All opposing characters now reduce their attack by 1. Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me! What are we supposed to do? Spider-Man wanted the promise by When in Rome, and Cable wanted... what was that song from Back to the Future? Earth Angel? Yeah, that one. Which one do we play? Neither. No! Katana! Taken before her time! What music are we to play at your funeral? She never said! How about the theme from Spirited Away? Nah, she was more of a Attack on Titan opening kind of girl. Deadpool is making an attack on Sarsi. No. Deadpool's team would have been informed that they were based. I wonder who it could be. Ta-da! And they're gone. Sarsi is making a close combat attack. Yeah, of course. 9. Blades, Claws, Fangs, exploit weakness. Of course. Rolling Blades, Claws. 1. Stop laughing at me. Starting to become more of a match for Sarzi here. Stepping up his game. You hear that, Sarzi? And there's the bleached marble cocaine steeple. Time for the attack of the coprophages. What? You who I called brother, how could you have come to hate me so? Is this what you wanted? I've sent my skirt, I sent. Then let my heart be hardened, and never mind how high the cost may grow. This will still be so. I will never let your people go. I requested this to be played at his funeral. I loathe you. I loathe you too.